Right? Just got it. Let's see if anything. Oh, hi. Hi, Lafayette. Let's just see what happens. I assume you guys can only see a screen share of currently Relaxed with a Union Soldier ASMR. It is not my work, but I do hope to watch it later. Okay, currently. Okay, that's good. Currently just the two of you, so I should. Well, let's first see what I can do. Maybe. See. Okay, so tonight I just want to, well, first off, thank everyone who has been here for the full year. A little bit more now. This is the height of Yankee propaganda eggs. We are going to be celebrating Daniel Sickles, the hero of the Civil War, tonight. But first, we're gonna just want to talk about what's like been doing this for a year, how it's changed over time. Then we're gonna watch some not complete Civil War stuff. There's some Lego Civil War stuff I want to watch. They have a little bit of American Revolution thrown in it, and also before that, Relaxed with the Union Soldier ASMR. I'm not a huge ASMR guy, but it had a few points that were both quite funny and also, well, I don't want to insult his work, but there was some stuff that this history buff could take issue with. But before that, I just want to say thank you guys for bearing with me for a year. Within this time, I've gone through 2 states, 4 setups, I believe. I think 4 microphones also. They're probably going to be more. 5 different cameras and a bunch of other stuff, and it has been quite a ride. I just want to give you guys some history of the channel. I set up this channel on April 8th. I had just been kicked out of Israel due to the coronavirus. I had a lot of free time on my hand and I wanted to do something, so I decided to make some early videos. These were Jews in the Soviet Union. I would not recommend going back and watching them. Those videos are terrible. I was also a terrible actor. I had to explain who my character was in the very beginning. But then from there I moved on to Civil War week by week. Except the initial plan was to go for all the way up till Bull Run. And at Bull Run, I was just going to assume the war was won, so I would then cancel the series, and that would be the joke. The war is over, we definitely won at Bull Run, yay. And then I kept on doing it. There's a couple reasons why. There was demand. Now, I guess I'm a sucker for positive reinforcement, where just people saying, hey, are you going to do the rest of the war? Not me saying yes was enough, but also I liked doing it. And through that, I kept on doing it. And that's how I got here. But actually before that, once I did Bull Run, I was planning on ending it after we hit winter. When, I don't remember if it was going into 1862 or hitting December of 1861, I thought, I'll stop there. I have other things to do. And I remember I had to go on a trip to DC actually in a week, so I had to do 2 videos in 1 week. And at the end of the latter video, I had a segment planned where I was going to go, this has been the Civil War. And I remember deleting that segment and feeling very proud of myself. So that's how we got to here. Now I wanted to say, if you have questions about anything I've been doing, feel free to ask in the chat. But I just want to start off with, I guess, some frequently asked questions. Will I cover blank regiment or blank person? And the answer there is probably, maybe. Right now I'm struggling to get videos out every week, so maybe in the summer, I have some things already planned that I'll talk further about, but hopefully one day, yes, I will cover the Iron Brigade, Stonewall Brigade, the Berdan Sharpshooters, all of the extra stuff that doesn't fit neatly within the week-by-week structure. And actually, moving on to my plans for the summer, it will continue week by week, but I also hope to have 2 videos out over there, both relating to the Civil War and Missouri. One about Dred Scott. I have already written the script for that, and I just hope to film, and I can actually film on location for most of it, because the case was first heard in St. Louis. And then I hope to cover Bierman. I was born in DC, but after 2 weeks I moved to Missouri. Then I moved from Missouri to Chicago in Illinois, and then I moved back. Yeah, I have pretty much spent my entire life in the Midwest. And then the second video, I hope to do the Missouri Compromise, and for the actual 200-year anniversary of Missouri becoming a state. So those are the 2 things I have planned for the summer. Then, I guess another frequently asked question is it just me? And the answer there is yes, in quotation marks. I have so far written all of the scripts, acted out all of the stuff. Well, I wouldn't say acting, I have said the words. Acting is very generous there. I have edited it all, but there are some people who have definitely helped me along the way. All of you guys who have given me constructive criticism, it has been very useful. I have a Google Doc where I keep all of your guys' suggestions, and I also have under them what I plan on doing to achieve them. I've also had the help of people who made thumbnails. It's Napoleon on his... Actually, I know him as Napoleon, but he has made the thumbnail for this live stream and also the thumbnail for Shiloh. And I'm very thankful he stepped forward and did that, because I was very unaware of what to do for Shiloh. And also Paper Stingray did the thumbnail for my diss track of Ellen. I want to thank them for that. Lafayette Bummer, I am not in college. I'm currently a junior in high school, which is close to college, but not quite yet. Yeah. Then there's also, I had a friend who was my cameraman at Wilson's Creek, and I am very thankful that they were willing to do that, because we had to wake up at a ridiculously early hour to get there on time. We were not there on time, actually, but we still got up very early. I've also gotten some family members to look over some stuff for me, and that's where a lot of the help has come in from. Then there's, I think that's it for frequently asked questions. Oh wait, no. then there's always the stuff, do I have family that fought in the Civil War? And the answer there is no. All my family were in foreign countries at the time of the Civil War. But I think a fun exercise that I'm about to go into is, where would my family sit on the political area within that time frame? If we were to put them in Congress, what party would they be a part of? The first members of my family arrived in Texas in the late 1800s after the Civil War. And I don't know much about the early Tegans, but from what I do know, I would put them in the War Democrats, Unionist area, just because of what I know about their descendants, and also some of the Catholic stigma around there at the time. They really didn't like Texas because of the anti-Catholic stigma around it, so they moved to Boston later. Then the next part of my family were trade unionists from Russia. They were very clearly radical Republicans. Then after that were German Jews, who to this day have passed on the lineage of being very progressive when it comes to civil rights and such. I'd also put them as radical Republicans. And then the final would be some German Catholics, who I would probably put in the unionist category also, just from what I know them. They're actually the anomaly in my family. I don't know much about them, but that's where I would put them. And I think that's it for frequently asked questions. So, for no further ado, I want to start with watching Relax with a Union Soldier. Okay, I'm just gonna stop right there. Before I get into making fun of this guy, that kit is he's got the look down pretty much. If you notice, he has actually a pretty similar candle holder to I do. He's gonna pull out some stuff like a canteen, which I also have in my background. Like, his journal is the same. I actually think we got a lot of our stuff from the same place, so he has the look down. And we will see how much that saves him in the future. I should make an ASMR video, but I don't think I can speak quietly enough for that. I am quite loud, as every person who has met me has told me. Yeah.
Hello. Is there something I can help you with? I mean, no offense, but I can tell by your attire that you are not part of the Union Army.
I can tell you're not part of the Union Army, but you have snuck into my tent in the Union camp. Do you want to have a conversation? I don't know how much this character is supposed to fall into keeping with the rules, but I just assumed that if someone broke into my wartime tent and I couldn't recognize them as a Union soldier, my first thought would be, oh, here's the enemy. But I think this man is way more polite than I am, and we're going to have a great conversation.
Or the Confederate Army, for that matter. Just bear with me just a moment. X.
I just skipped quite a bit. Pretty much he just said, I am at the siege of Vicksburg under General Grant, and further along that, under Sherman. Now, that is 100% possible. I don't even know. He's also claimed to be a corporal. I don't know all the corporals there, so he could be playing anyone from there. Though, I mean, he picked the right people, though he also picked famous people. But we're about to get into the real funny parts.
Well, I'm not sure why you're here. Is there anything on your mind at this hour? Pardon me. Speaking of which, it has been a long and tiring day. But if there is anything you wish to talk about that's on your mind, feel free. I'm here. No? Okay. Well, if you're just seeking a little peace of mind and some rest, feel free to remain where you are. A new mess kit. Some of my supplies were lost.
So he's just like now showing off to us all of these fancy things. I actually have that mess kit in the back of my set, right next to the map. But this is very awkward. Apparently, we are very silent, just in his tent, and he really doesn't care, I guess. But we're gonna soon see. Yep, the showing off is nice.
Like, if you plan to sleep here in camp, and you are here in the morning.
I'm Marcus Beer, and your dad's been to Vicksburg. I actually haven't visited a lot of Civil War battlefields.
Some of my rations with you.
But yeah, I'm obviously not as well traveled as our corporal here.
Fork and knife.
Yeah, I don't know how again, I don't know how professional this soldier's supposed to be, but I would assume that you usually don't go around just hitting your utensils together just for the fun of it. This soldier really likes hitting things together, and
Sometimes I will do
oh, you have one, Golden Cannon. I'm just gonna say probably lucky for that. There was a battle at St. Louis, but we haven't preserved the battlefield at all. Israel, I would agree with you. I'm not a huge fan of ASMR, but I'm not gonna lie. This thing got pretty. I didn't mind it. It kind of gave me goosebumps. Like, are we really doing this? But top 10 stuff. Now I just want, he moves on, and let's see where he can where he shows off. Yeah, there's the journal. So
commissary obtainable through any quartermaster.
he's just unpacking his bag in front of us, which is
A few days ago,
um,
very peculiar individual
What do I think would have happened to Stonewall at Gettysburg? Probably the exact same thing. I'm not going to say Stonewall was a bad general, but he was an aggressive one, and I think he would have just aided in Lee's ideas of charging on the third day, which was not working.
And he had a variety of these unusual
Yes, candy.
candies I've never seen before.
I mean, I hope you've never seen this stuff before. That's clearly processed from modern day.
Gummy bears. Chewy candies
Gummy bears. Now,
that look like bears. Do you believe that? And they all taste
I don't believe in gummy bears. They were invented in the 1920s Germany,
and they are large.
and I have no idea. I mean, he's actually going to go on to explain this.
Chocolate covered peanut butter.
I'm just.
Chocolate covered mint. It is a mint turned into a
He's just showing off his candy to us now. I mean,
type
I don't.
I don't know how else to describe it, like coconut.
So I'm just going. I love this. He goes on to say. He actually claims like there was a guy who claimed he was from the future. So I can just imagine. Hans, we have invented the gummy bear. What do you want to do with it? Well, my first plan shall be to time travel to the 1860s America, yes, the war-torn one, where I shall then go around selling these gummy bears to whatever soldier is willing to take them. I guess Hans was very successful in his attempt. Not only sold the gummy bears, which we actually don't get to see, he also sold modern-day jelly beans. But just one last thing before we move on to otherwise. Now, jelly beans, gummy bears, those exist, right? I mean, sure, we could have time-traveling Hans delivering them, just walking around battlefields. It's not like the guy's invincible.
In the mud.
But, bye, King Kermit. Thanks for
Rains
joining in.
seem to have
Yeah.
exposed it.
I've taken 2 years of German, and that's the best I can do. But let's just see
Never seen.
what else Hans dropped off.
Perhaps you have.
Hans is a follower of Cthulhu.
Sculpture.
Um,
Strange.
I have no idea why Hans just dropped this off at Vicksburg,
See.
but he did. But not only did Hans
Dirt. Mud.
take Cthulhu,
Dried up.
he stole it from Masonic University, apparently.
Somewhat like
A university that does not exist,
squid.
but is also set in Massachusetts. So
Tentacles coming down.
I guess he just left this over. But like,
It has wings.
you didn't need to put this in the video, man.
Almost like a
I mean, you were doing perfectly fine before with just your futuristic
legs. Like
gummy bears. Josu, I am currently
claws.
making fun of a person who has way better production value, knowledge of what they're doing than I do, but is doing an ASMR version of the Civil War
Blindness
featuring Lovecraftian mythology.
must be very old.
But yeah. That's enough of that. Now, when I was younger, or actually still to this day, I watched a lot of Lego videos when it was referring to history. Lego Civil War, Lego World War One, Lego World War Two. I actually didn't watch a lot of Lego Civil War, but I really liked them. They sparked my interest, as it were. And, well, I suggest we relive my childhood. I don't know how much you guys had of it, and watch these perfect videos. So, this is quite interesting. This is Lego Animation. I knew about the D-Day one and as such, but I was less familiar with Lego Civil War Animated, besides from the memes. FPS is down. Interesting. Let's see what I can. Doing such a great job on now. I guess this is my second try. Okay, so FPS is way down, so I'm just gonna have to use my voice to keep you guys engaged while I try to figure out what is going on. Let's see what I can close. Maybe I should. Yeah, so these Lego videos always interest me because they're like the epitome of it is way harder than it looks. Stop motion I had to do a single project for in middle school. I would never again. It just took so much time. I'm not sure if any of you guys have seen the Parks and Recreation episode where Ben does stop motion for like weeks on end. Then he has like 3 seconds worth of footage, but that was literally the project. I kind of cheated a little bit where I threw in a little bit of filming, but yeah, that is what I did. Oh no, that is not what's supposed to be seen. Okay. Let's see. Oh, the hair. The hair is beautiful here. Nothing but slick New Jersey greasers in the middle of Kentucky. Yeah. Ah. I do gotta compliment them on the flags waving. That must be hard to do. The unnatural holding of the weapons, though, that is quite natural. You know guns where you hold by the trigger that don't go off. He isn't even wearing... He's just wearing a white shirt under it. This is... white. Just staring. Why is the general on the front lines with a sword? I mean, come on, man. You know that's not gonna end well.
Hold the line! Hold the line! Fire! Fire!
Yeah, I know Lego rifles are held that way in real life. But I mean, it's very interesting to see what they keep Lego and what they let animation take over. They let a lot of the hand motions, especially with